Shalom Israel. This is the brother Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone, South Carolina camp, coming at you with another lesson. And before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Lakar Kadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutation to the fellow laborers that's out there pushing his word day in and day out in all truth and sincerity. You know, his message once again is to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. You know, so basically, you know, I'm going to just get into the scriptures about how this truth is undeniable, man. You know, now the Lord has set up the spirit, starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the true men of the Lord, the prophets, and those that's in the true spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, pushing his word, man. Because this world, as we know today, is governed and deceived by lies, man. Deceived by the lies of you so-called white people, which are the biblical Edomites, you know. But now we're in the time that the Lord is bringing the truth out, man. And it's undeniable, man. You know, these people, you know, you got these scoffers, these scorners amongst our people, the scoffers, the scorners amongst the world that come up against the truth, you know, thinking that it's a fairy tale, it's a myth, you know, that the words of the Lord is not faithful. But it will be proven wrong, man. And every day the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah is being just, man. You're seeing all the different turmoils, you know, the different calamities and destruction that's taking place that's in the scriptures, man. Because those are signs that Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Christ, gave unto his men. But only the elect is going to understand, of the nation of Israel, the prophets, the believers, the 144,000 and the 1/3 of that great multitude that the Lord is only dealing with. That's why majority of the world can't see it, man, because they're not in the spirit. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get into the scriptures. You know, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 25. And it says, whosoever remain from all these that I had told thee shall escape and shall see my salvation and the end of your world. So basically, man, the Lord is talking to the elect, the ones that's going to have the understanding, the ones that's going to know what time that we in, man. And because what's about to come upon the earth is what, man? Great judgment, man. You know, race wars, World War III, disease, pestilence, different types of natural disasters, so-called natural disasters that the Lord is bringing. You know, all that is Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah will, man. And the prophet's job is to go out there and push the signs, man, push the prophecies of the Lord's second coming, man, and the downfall of America, which are you Edomites rulership, starting off with you elites, you know, because the Lord is against you Edomites. He's not dealing with you so-called white people and the rest of you heathen nations. Not even the ones of our people that's wicked, man. The non-believers of our people that want to follow the gods, the false gods and the idols of this world that's led by, you know, the spiritual demon Satan that you Edomites worship, man. And have majority of the world deceived, thinking that these false gods is going to save them, man. Or think they're going to bring some type of prosperity, you know, some type of good to them. But in all actuality, it's going to lead to our people being destroyed for following these false gods, man. And turning down the true power, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. So when we out there pushing the true power, man, that's who we push, man, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. But our people don't want to take heed, man. They're rejecting their heritage. They're rejecting their power. Don't want to follow the ways of the law, statutes, and commandments. So they're going to be put to death with the time of the judgment, man. But the Lord said that those that believe, they're going to escape, man. They're going to escape the destruction of America, which is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles by the way of Russia, Iran, China, even NATO, man. They're going to trade on America, man, and destroy this place with missiles. And all of it is the will of the Lord, man. And when Yahweh Shah return with the chariots, what the world call UFOs, the Lord is also going to bring fire against these nations' armies and against these countries, especially America. Because America is going to be destroyed, man, off the face of the earth. 2nd Esdras chapter 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 26. And the man that are received shall see it. So the elect is going to see it, man. Only the elect. The Lord said he showed his secrets, gave his secrets, his prophecies to the prophets, which are the elect. And it says, and the man that are received shall see it, and who have not tasted death from their birth, because the elect is not going to be, not going to die, man. You got some of the elect is going to be martyrs, but to the most part, man, the Lord is not going to destroy the whole nation of Israel. He's going to have a remnant, and that's the election, the 144,000 and that 1/3, man. So a lot of these men, and I pray that I myself is part of that elect that was born here on the earth, basically to receive salvation, man, to believe in Yahweh Shah, to push this word, and live out through the days of judgment, and pray to be part of that hopeful elect, man. Is that we don't have to see death, but the heritage, everlasting life, when Yahweh shall return and save the elect men, and the ones that's believing. And it says, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. Because the Lord is going to make us righteous, man, with the law, statutes, commandments in our inward part. Verse 27, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. So that's what you're seeing now, man. And how the way of evil, deceivingness, being quenched by the truth, man. By the men of the Lord, by the prophets, and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua dwelling with the prophets to break down these scriptures and bring out the truth, man. Bring out the true meaning of the Holy Bible, how it's supposed to be interpreted the right way through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Not the way the Christianity churches, teach, the Christianity world, which is when they come to the scriptures, man, they don't have the true understanding of the doctrine, man. They're spewing the madness what they learn of this world, man, mainly but by the Edomites, man, pushing that the Lord is going to save all nations, that the Lord is not about judgment. Basically, you can do whatever you want. The law, statute, commandments done away with, all type of madness that the Christianity church pushes, man. But the Lord is not dealing with all nations. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those that bloodline go back to Negro, Latino, Native American descent by the seed of our father, man. Only with the spirit and power of the Israelites, man. That's who the Lord is dealing with. Verse 28, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. That's what we're seeing, man. Because it was a centuries, man. Since Edom came back into power during the time after the Dark Ages, when the Renaissance came about, the rebirth with the Borgia families, and Esau came back into power during that time by deceiving the whole world, man, portraying himself to be the Lord and the Messiah, saying that the Lord is a so-called white man, the prophets and the people of the nation of Israel are white, saying that, they are the real Jews, saying that we are not the Lord chosen people, saying that we are Africans, labeling us as Negroes, blacks, Latinos, putting all these bywords and proverbs amongst us, these false identities, stealing our land. Esau got a lot to pay for, man. And the way how he gained his success in his kingdom to this kingdom by conquering by the way of the sword and by the way of his lies, man. Deceiving the people, thinking that the Lord is with him. But now we're in the time that Yahweh Shem Yahushua have put his spirit amongst the earth, especially through his prophets to bring out this truth, man. But Esau can't deny the truth, man. And Esau know the truth, man. Like Apostle Gabar always says, man, in order for you to tell a lie, you have to know the truth, man. So Esau know who the true children of Israel are. You know that he's an Edomite, that they are rejected through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know the names of the Lord, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. You know that these false gods are nothing but that. False gods, man. That they're not real, man. And he know that his time is up, but they pride thinking that for a long time that they deceiving us, or they them manipulating the world, the people mindset of the world, the people mind. They thinking that that no harm is going to come to them, man, no judgment for what they're doing, man. Because the Lord has got them blinded, man. But the truth is undeniable, man. So, because you, like I said, man, you got a lot of these dudes out here that's not of Israel, these Christianity churches, you know, unlike, you know, like Vocab Malone, who's one of the ones of the scoffers and scorners that's coming up against the men of Great Millstone. You know, but recently over the past couple of days, you know, you had him went out to the camp in Dallas, and he got that spiritual whooping, man, by those men. And they wasn't being carnal, they was being spiritual, man. Every question that he had, they answered with the scriptures, man, showing you that the truth is undeniable, man. That the truth, which was like the scriptures say, which has been long without fruit shall be declared, man. So the truth is being declared, man. And these people can't do nothing about it, man, because it's the higher power. It's Yahweh Shem Yahushua that bring these things. And we just messengers, man, praying that we found worthy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to be saved, man, for pushing his word. And this truth is life, man. The Lord has put that life into us, man, waking us up from our slumber, our spiritual slumber, from the ways of these lies, man, that the Edomite pushes. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8, and it says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." So anything that, you know, these scoffers and these scorners, these non-believers, they're coming up against the truth, they're really doing the will of the Lord, man. For the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, set up everything, man. Yahweh said he chose us out of the world, man. You know? So the Lord the one that set up everything, man. The ones of our people that don't want to believe, that's not part of the elect, the Lord led them to that destruction, man. Led them to their blindness, to their sinful willingness or sinning, man. Doing the lustly things after this world, man. That please their flesh, man. Well, the elect, the Lord has opened their mind up, man, to fight, man. To fight spiritually for salvation, man, for righteousness, man. So these ones of our people that's coming up against the truth, man, that's the whole thing, a part of this walk of ours, man. Knowing that we're going to have scoffers and scorners, haters, non-believers. We're going to be prosecuted for this word, slandered. You know, that's all part of the truth, man. You know, that will come with the gospel, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly, man. See, there were these Christians, the majority of these people in the world, man, when it comes to the scriptures, they always want to think about the good, you know, prosperity, you know, just rejoice in your life. Don't worry about no suffering. Well, that's what time we in, man. We all in a time of just mourning, man. Jacob's trouble. All hell breaking loose on you trials, man. By the way of Esau, Edom, martial law, when these government troops, military troops take over and shut down the streets, shut down America, these states, you know, shut down the stores when this economy crashes, man. The power grid, all type of calamities and judgment is coming, man. And 2/3 of our people are going to get caught up in it for not believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And the Lord has leave them in that mind frame, man, so just they can be destroyed. So these scoffers, the scorners coming against the men of the Lord, coming against the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, that's part of the truth, man. That you're going to have the ones of our people in this world that's going to deny the true character or the true power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the power of Israel, the power of the Holy Scriptures, man, the power of the universe, man. But they're just feeling their lot, man. Feeling their lot to be a scoffer, a scorner, a non-believer, and to be destroyed. That just give us, you know, more hope, the brothers in the faith, that we be part of the elect, man. And give more praises and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that he woke us up, man. And give us the correct understanding, the correct teachers, you know, the correct guidelines, how we supposed to govern ourselves in the truth, man. And not be, you know, like the people in this world, man, without no guidance, man. This is this is Psalms chapter 33, verse 4. For the word of Yahweh is right, and all his works are done in truth. Huh? So Yahweh Bashim Shah words are pure, man. They're rightful, man. You know? And they're done in truth, all his works, man. Everything that Yahweh Bashim Shah does is for his righteous works, man. To prove his point. To prove that he is the true power, man. That he's the only true living power that we should worship, man. And should be given reverence and credit to, man. And the Lord is doing that, man. Like I say, man, these people in this world, man, they don't have no type of judgment, no type of understanding when it comes to the Lord, man, and these scriptures, man. No type of spiritual concern, which is going to lead them to their destruction, man. This is, because it was a long time, man, these people, you know, a long time, man, this world was governed in wickedness, man. Darkness, confusion, you know, lies and deceiving us, man. By the ways of these Edomites projecting themselves on top by the Spirit of the Lord, because the Lord put them on top to let us know who the wicked is, man. And we're going to become a wicked nation. A wicked nation, we're going to come and rise and do all the things contrary to the law, statute, commandments of the Bible. You know, blaspheme the images of the Lord and his people. It's already written, man. And the people are you Edomites, man, you so-called white people, man. For the Lord had chose his elect men through his spirit, man, and through his words to confound all the wickedness and all the lies of this kingdom, man, of America, man. Exposing this place, exposing you Edomites that you the devil that the Bible speak of. And that's why they're mad, man. That's why they're upset, man. That's why they want to flag brothers' videos, you know, take down brothers' channels, come with all type of restrictions when they come to the YouTube. And mainly they're targeting to us, man, because we bringing out the truth, man. You know, you saw allow other things to go up that so-called supposed to be harsh or hateful, like certain like fight videos, you know, knockout videos, all type of, you know, videos of people, you know, fighting and, you know, doing all type of madness amongst each other, all type of wickedness, man. But when it comes to the truth, you know, he want to stop it, man, showing that he's the devil, man. And he know that his time is up, man, because he can't stop the truth, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, because we coming out with the truth, man. This is the spiritual war. This is spiritual war. Esau mindset is about carnal, man. Carnality, man. You know, gathering up guns to come against us, man. You know, the only thing we're doing is bringing out the truth, man. Exposing these devils, man. We don't have no weapons, man. You know, the scriptures is our weapon, man. Over there in California now, they got the, you know, law, a wicked, unrighteous decree, you know, saying that, you know, you got to register a Bible, you know, because they consider a Bible as a weapon, showing that these devils are getting hurt, man. And the truth is growing, man. They can't deny it, man. But our weapons are not carnal, man. And you got a lot of these Israelite camps that's talking about building up arms and, you know, becoming a militant group. You know, that's not the way, man. You know, the Lord's going to expose these devils by the way of the words, man. Then Yahweh Bashim Yahushua physically going to come back and bring this man down. Of course, it's going to come to a point that we're going to get physical, you know, and the Lord is going to raise his men up and we're going to eventually overtake them. But we got to wait on the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, not taking might in our own hands. This is what we're supposed to be doing, man. Bringing out the truth, man, you know. And it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to pulling down of strongholds. And what are the strongholds, man? The ways of this world, man, the lies, the false imageries that Esau pushed, man, amongst our people. You know, the wickedness that Esau pushes the agenda of accepting homosexuality, pedophilia, bestiality, do as thou will, witchcraft, you know, transgender, transhumanism, all type of madness that Esau pushing on the world. And he want our people to accept it, man. And majority of our people, they're falling into these traps and these lies, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua set up his men, his elect men, the ones that's going to stand up and fight against the evildoers, man, by bringing out the truth, man. Telling our people to go back to the old ways, man, when things was righteous, man. Because this new world order with that Esau trying to push this new agenda is nothing but death, man, and confusion. The Lord already have everything set up how our life supposed to be governed. And that's by the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, through the scriptures and through the law, statute, commandments, especially for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So we're not supposed to follow the ways of Esau, man. You know, and the ones of our people that's going to follow the ways of Edom and these heathens, they're going to be destroyed, man. Because the Lord is coming back for the wicked, man. These heathens and our people that want to follow them. Verse 5, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shah. Because that's what we're doing, man. We out there promoting and pushing Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the true power, man. The one that's going to come back and settle everything up right, man. You know? Breaking down all this madness, man. That's what a true man supposed to be looking forward to, man. Crying out to the Lord about all the abominations that are taking place. Hastening the day of the Lord, man. So the Lord can get rid of all this wickedness, man. And establish the world how he wanted it to be, man. And how the Lord want things to be, is his people on top, the righteous. His law, statute, commandments govern the earth through his people ruling, man. And you wicked heathens, starting off with you so-called white people, you Edomites, on the bottom, man. That's how it's going to be, man. And that's what a man of the Lord is waiting for, man. Because we supposed to be supposed to be where we the righteous. And for you being an Israelite, man, you're supposed to be looking for those things. But you're supposed to be looking for the day of the return of Yahweh Shah. And our kingdom set up in righteousness and the wicked being put out of rulership, man. That's what Yahweh Shah promised us, man. And Esau can't stop, man. He can't stop the truth. The scripture said that, what if some believe and what if some do not believe, man? I got it right here. Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mayest overcome when thou art judged. So the Lord's word is going to be true, you know. And when you see us out there, man, we coming in the true power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, out of the scriptures, man. Not of our own will, man. Not what we think how things should be. We coming out the scriptures, man. Thinking how the Spirit is going to establish things, man. The Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why we're going to be justified, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua words are justified, man. And although these people don't believe, man, it's not going to change the fact that the Lord is about to bring destruction to America. It's not going to change the fact that you Edomites are the devil, man. And that your whole seed is rejected by the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, including you other heathens as well, man. This is Romans chapter 1 verse 18. For the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. So the Lord's Spirit is revealing, man, by setting up the men of the Lord, bringing out the true gospel, man. You know, the way how we supposed to govern ourselves in righteousness, man. But doing that, man, now the Lord having the truth out, it done shone the light on all this darkness, man. You know, all the Lord say that is on the ungodliness, the unrighteousness. And it said, who hold it, and it said, for the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from the heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. So it's showing you, man, that the Spirit of the Lord that's dwelling with his righteous men, his prophets, to expose the wickedness of men. You know, by the things they're doing, by following these false doctrines, man, these lies, man, these things of this world that Satan pushes, by Esau being his counterpart, man, being the doers of Satan's will, man. And it says, who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because you got a lot of these people that say that they believe in the Bible, you know. You even got some of them saying that they're Israelites and pushing the word, but they got a lot of them holding the truth on righteousness, man. Selling the truth, you know, using the Bible, the words of the Lord as a gimmick, you know, for fame and fortune. The look so deep, you know, want to be seen of men, want to have some type of status, man, because they know a couple of scriptures, and now they know that they're Israelites, you know, and they'll go out there and woo the people, the simple, that don't have no understanding, and that want to follow the things of these Israelites camps, man. Because what they'll push, man, they'll push the big congregation, the women in the congregation, the fancy garments, how they present themselves. That's why you got majority of these false Israelite camps got a lot of listeners, man. And the Lord say, broad is the way to the destruction, man, and narrow is the path to righteousness, man. You know, because here at Great Millstone, man, we not all about the numbers, man. You know, we're all about the elect, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua already have that 144,000 and that 1/3 of the elect that's numbered to be saved, man. Our job is to push the word for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and gather the elect and pray that we be part of the elect, man. Not to see how big a congregation we can get, man. You know, because the Lord is not dealing with all Israel. The Lord say that two-thirds of his people, or you Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, going to be cut off and die. That you was going to be left blinded, man, to destruction. Only the elect is going to attain the truth. And it says, because that which may be known of Yahweh is manifest in them, for Yahweh showed it unto them. Talking about the truth, man. And he showed it to the elect. And it says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, and even his eternal power and powerhead, so that they are without excuse. So the Lord showing you that even though we can't see the Lord, man, but through his words and through the Spirit, we know that the Lord created everything, man. We know that the Lord created the earth, the beasts of the earth, you know, the land and the sea, the waters, the oceans, the sky, the elements, men itself. You know the Lord, the one that set up how the thing's supposed to go, man, through the scriptures, man. So when we tell our people that this is the true power and they deny him, there's no excuse that they didn't hear the true power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but become vain in their own imaginations. Their foolish heart was darkened. Because our people don't know the Most High, man. They think the Lord is a so-called white man. They think the Lord's name is God or Christ, you know, Yeshua, Yahweh, Allah, Buddha, you know. or whatever these gods, these false gods that our people exalt, thinking that that's their true power, man. But they don't know the true power, man, which is Yahweh. And his son named Yahweh Shai, man. We know that through faith and through the spirit and through truth, man. You know, because the words of the Lord is being pushed out, man. And Esau, Edom, these scholarships, the archaeologies, you know, the historian, they got the records, man. They got the records on the true name of the Lord, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, who the true Israelites are, who they are today, you know, who the true nations are, man. And because that majority of the things that we get from this understanding of the truth, we get it off the ways of the internet, man. You know, different books, you know, starting with our apostles and elders on down, man. You know, because Esau, him being the devil, but the Spirit of the Lord is now with these devils to expose their own self, man. And these heathens too, man, to bring out who the true Israelites are. What the name of the Lord is, you know, all this information, man. And you can't deny it no more, man. The truth is out, man. And it says, professing themselves, and it said, glorify him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination, and their foolish heart was darkened. That's talking about 2/3 of our people, man. Their foolish heart, man, their mind. You know, the things that they thinking that, you know, is real, these gods, these false gods, is vanity, man. It's vain, man. Because they're not true living powers, man. They're dead, man. They're idols. They don't have no life in them. They ain't going to have no type of salvation in them, man. All they have in them is confusion, man. Death. What the Lord is going to bring upon our people who worshiping these vain imaginations that following in the ways of this world. And it said, professing themselves to be wise, and they become fools, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like unto a corruptible man, to birds and four-footed beasts and creepy things. That's our people, man. You know, here the true power, Yahweh Shem Shai, to create everything. You know, they don't want to give him the true reverence that he deserved, the true honor that he supposed to deserve. But they rather give the reverence to these idols that don't exist, man. That the Lord created, man. Making idols out of gold, silver, wood, stone. Those things that the Lord created and set man up to be over, man. But here man take these idols and create a God. When here man got more power than the creator, the thing that they create when it comes to these gods, man. The majority of these, well, not majority, all these false gods are spirit-headed by men, you know. But our power is not a false God, man. He the creator of men. You know, he chose us, man. Especially the Israelite men, the Negro, Latino, Native American. He chose men to be over all things here on the earth, man. But here man will make himself low, you know, and put gold and silver idols above them. Where here we have more power than these idols, man. And we're supposed to give reverence to the true power, Yahweh Shem Shai, the true creator. And it says, Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore Yahweh also give them up to uncleanness, through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who change the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who blessed forever. So like I say, man, our people rather, you know, worship the creature, man. Like I say, man, these idols, man, that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, have the power to create, man. He created all these the elements, man. But our people rather make these certain elements and turn them into gods, give reverence to them. And here they ain't even create themselves, man. The Lord created them, man. And the Lord's coming back to get that respect, man. And that's what we pushing, man. We are ambassadors for Yahweh Shem Shai, bringing out the truth, man. Issuing Yahweh Shai's second coming, man. And that's a blessing, man. Like I say, brothers, to have the truth, man. And able through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai to go out there and boldly, man, and push this word, man. Claim Yahweh Shem Shah, because we have faith, man. We know that the Lord is about to do his thing, man. And doing this, man, we're looking for that reward of being saved, being righteous, man. You know, to be turned fully righteous, to receive power, to receive the whole world, man, that Yahweh shall promise us, man. Let's see. So we're in some beautiful times, man. The brothers that's in the knowing, man. And these devils, man, they can't stop the truth, man. No matter how much they wept, man, or come up against the men of the Lord, because they're hoping that the truth is not real. But they don't have the understanding, and the Spirit of the Lord is not dealing with them to give them the understanding that they don't even know that the things that we're saying, man, is actually coming to pass, man. And that's beautiful, man. Not to boast and brag of ourselves, but to boast and brag in the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Shah, having that faith, that confidence, man. Knowing that the Lord is about to do his thing, man. And what else it is to look forward to, man. You know, you're a man of the Lord, you're claiming that you want to be righteous, pushing righteousness, pushing the scriptures. What else to look forward to in this wicked world, man? Everything is upside down, man. Ass backwards, man. You know, we in a time to be screaming to the Lord, man, to take us out of this madness, man. You know, ain't no talking about want to stay here another 5, 10, 20 plus years, man. You looking for the Lord, maybe we're looking for the Lord to come back ever since yesterday, man. You know, and pray that we be ready, man. Building ourselves up to that, man. Because this world is done, man. And you in your right mind, you see this world is headed for destruction, man. You see this place is done, man. You think the Lord is with all this wickedness that's taking place, man? So you gonna tell me the Lord is not gonna do anything about it? They only playing themselves, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 16. Chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. So they're talking about when the Lord truly show himself, man, and when Yahweh shall come back and establish the kingdom, establish his people, the Israelites on top, the true Israelites, man. Us, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, then these nations going to know there's only one true power, man. That all these centuries, man, where they thought that their gods was real, man, they idols, man, they're going to find out, man, it's vanity, and they hold no profit, man. You know, but all false imagination of their gods being real is going to be wiped away, man, when Yahweh shall show himself, man. And when the nation of Israel kingdom is established, man, then they're going to know, man, there's no other true power but Yahweh Shem Shah. And that's beautiful, man. You know, to have this understanding, like I say, man, the Lord dealing with us, man. You know. This is John chapter 8, verse 30. This is 30. I'll start off at 31. John chapter 8, verse 31. Then said Yahweh Shah to those Jews which believe on him, if ye continue in my word, then are you my disciples indeed. So that's talking about the elect men that's in his faith, man. You know, the ones that's going to continue in the word and believe in Yahweh Shah, believe in the true characteristics the true understanding of our Lord, the Messiah, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Because knowing the truth, man, now you finally free, man. Not, free from this captivity until Yahweh Shah return and deliver us and set us back up in our own land. After he get those devils out of our land, those fake Jews. But what make us free, man? Knowing who we really are, man. Knowing that we had that inheritance of the promise that Yahweh and Yahweh Shah promised to us, man, that we are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Israelites, man. Knowing that we're going to inherit forever, everlasting life and righteousness, man. Rulership. Because right now, man, our people don't believe in that, man. They don't have the truth, and the truth is not with them to set their mind free. That's why they all in the ways of this world, man. Still blinded, man. But the elect man, that burden or confusion has been lifted off the elect man, because now we know what time that we're in, man. Knowing that this place is not going to go on forever in wickedness and in confusion. And our people are going to be oppressed and be on the bottom forever under these devils and these heathens, man. So right now we free, man. Although we catch hell, we suffer, but that's part of the punishment we have to go through. But what keep us going, man? Like I say, knowing that we free, knowing that we have the understanding of these scriptures and that hope, knowing that Yahweh Shah is about ready to come back and deliver us from this prison, man, from this hellhole, man. That will push us on, man. That we don't give up. The Lord always show examples and give us that spiritual increase when we seeing different types of current events that are taking place that's according to prophecy, and keep us going, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down to that's it on that. See if I can find a couple more scriptures. This is John chapter 17, verse verse 14. John chapter 17, verse 14. This is Yahweh Shah speaking in red letters. I have given them thy word, and the world, I have given them thy word, and the world hateth them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Come, let's talk about the elect men, the ones that's out here pushing his word, man. We are hated, man, especially the men of Great Millstone, man. Out of all Israelite camps, where they say that, they'll say that Great Millstone the worst camp, man. Because we're not PC, man. We're not political correct, man. We come out straightforward out of the scriptures, man. Raw, rugged, and rough, man. But that's what the scripture says, man. The scripture say, raise up our voice, like a trumpet, and spare nobody feeling, man. You either going to get cut, take the rebuke, and take heed, and get right, and keep fighting in the spirit, or you're not going to accept it, man. Because the Lord is about his will, man. And we already know these heathens, they ain't going to accept it. But eventually they're going to accept it when it's by the default that they can't deny it anymore, man. The Lord is going to rule over them, man. And his people ruling over you heathens, man. Starting off with you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, man. No matter how much you kick and scream, pout, the Lord is with his people. He's not with you heathens, man. Even though 2/3 have to die, but the Lord is going to be with them, coming back into the kingdom, being the offspring of the elect, man. That's why we know that, we don't have a concern about the 2/3, man. We giving them the warning, and we telling them, what's going to happen, but You know, if they're not the ones of our people that we cast this the truth out to, they don't take heed, they be part of the 2/3, they die. But the Lord gonna have mercy eventually on the whole nation of Israel, starting off with the elected being the foundation of the kingdom of heaven. But the 2/3 gonna get that mercy by being the offsprings of the elect, you know, children. That's gonna come back and inherit the kingdom in righteousness, man. They ain't gonna be confused or be wicked anymore, man. None of us, man, when Yahweh shall set up the kingdom of Israel. John chapter 17, verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Come. And then we'll be praying that well, man, as Yahweh shall pray to the Lord, man. You know, that while we in this world, man, you know, that, you know, the Lord give us the strength to endure, you know, because we at the point of about ready to die, man. You know, and being in the spiritual realm and being with Yahweh Shah is better than being here on this earth, man. And all this death, man, when you come into the understanding of what times that we in, man. But one of the main things that keep us motivated, man, you know, that the Lord is going to deliver us, man. That we won't have to see death. That we can see our enemy kingdom go down, man. And see our enemies go down. And these scoffers and scorners get judgment. And the Lord be with us and show his power more and more, man. So his elect men is going to be protected in the times that we're coming into, man. The Lord will protect his men from the evil times, man. When Jacob trouble appear, you know. The Lord going to raise his men up, man, with spiritual power, you know. We're going to have food, water, shelter, women, children. You know, we're gonna be good in them days, man. You know, but we gotta, you know, stay into the truth, man. Stay in the spirit, man. And I pray Yahweh Shem Shai, man, that I'm part of that elect, man. And that us all brothers endure, man. The ones that's in the faith, man. Sincerely looking for the time of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. For their deliverance. Verse 17. Verse 16. John chapter 17, verse 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So, because Yahweh Shah is not of this world, so the elect men, the ones that pushing Yahweh Shema Shah, is going to have the spirit of the Lord with them and not to be part of this world, man. Because true men in the world the true men of the Lord is going to shun this world, man. You know, although we have to walk through our daily lives and be amongst these people in the world, man, but we keep in our mind, man, that the Lord is going to come back and get rid of this place, man. That this place ain't going to last forever, man. The majority of these people in the world thinking it is, man. Thinking that this place is going to continue on in wickedness, man. Not knowing that judgment of Yahweh Shema Shah is seconds away of coming, man. These prophecies being fulfilled and this world in total chaos, man. Especially America, man. Especially judgment for you Israelites, man. You wicked Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that's just living their life in madness and confusion and careless without acknowledging Yahweh Shema Shah or the times that we're coming into. Verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. So the Lord is going to sanctify his elect man through the truth, man. Through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. Let's see. Because, man, it's a blessing, like I say, man, for the Lord to open up your spiritual mind, your eyes, and you can actually see the vision, man. You can see this place going down, man, when the Spirit of the Lord with you, man. And you constantly on the watch, constantly praying, constantly pushing the word, putting up the videos, you know, going out there on the highways and byways, being in communication with the brothers, you know, being on that one mind frame of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, seeing these things are taking place. Find one more scripture. This is wisdom. The wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. And they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect. So the Lord said that the elect is going to understand the truth, man. You know? So there got to be a group of men out here on the planet Earth that's going to have the true understanding of Yahweh Bashim Awashah, the true spirit of the Lord dealing with them, to understand these scriptures and to know what times that we're in, man. And only one group that's doing that, man. You know, the main group, man, is the man of great millstone, man. Yahweh Shah said that you shall know a tree by its fruits, man. You know, a corruptible tree gonna bring forth evil fruits, man. And what are them evil fruits, man? The things that they push that's not of the scriptures, man. Like these false Israelite camps, man. A lot of them, man. You know, not saying that you're not gonna have the elect amongst some of them, you know, because we pray that ourselves, man. They had great millstone, man, that we part of the elect. But even amongst great millstone, man, you had dudes that's, you know, you thought they would have been part of the elect. But they worse than a lot of these false Israelite camps, man. You know, because it's all about the elect, man, not just a Israelite title of a different, you know, these different camps, man. Where you go by the way of what they pushing, man. That's how the Lord revealed to who are true men of the Lord, man. A corruptible tree gonna bring forth those fruits, like saying that, you know, all Israel can make it. Esau, Edom, and the heathens can make it. The chip is not the RFID chip. The RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. We don't have to have men over us. We don't have to worship Yahweh Shai. You know? Those the dudes that you're not supposed to follow, man. But the Lord said that an incorruptible tree gonna bring forth good fruit, man. And what's the good fruit, man? Bringing out the prophecies, letting people know that the American gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, because that's written in the Bible. That a time coming to Jacob's trouble, where the Lord's gonna bring his wrath upon 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, that the Lord only saving the elect. And that Yahweh Shah coming back to destroy this place, man. You know, those the right things, man. And how you add those, to know who had the truth, man. You got to filter it out through the scriptures and be in the spirit, man. And to know who had the understanding of these scriptures, man. So that the men of the Lord, man, is going to have the understanding, man. And like I say, man, chiefly the men of great millstone, starting with the apostles and elders on down, man. There ain't no other group pushing the things as we doing, man. You know, ain't pushing the doctrine as our apostles and elders taught us to do, man. You know? So like I say, man, the truth is undeniable, man. You know, and more we growing in the spirit. And more, man, this place is going down. And the spirit of the Lord is being increased, man. So brothers, you know, keep fighting, keep pushing, hoping and praying that this lesson is edifying to the humble, fearful, hopeful elect out there that's looking and looking for the day of Yahweh Bashim Awashah in all truth and sincerity. So next time, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone and rule well. A salutation to the fellow laborers that's out there pushing this word day in and day out in all truth and sincerity. Till next time, Shalom.